Hello, everyone. Eric Watson here. Welcome to Chat for the Lost Plane, our weekly live streamed post-session discussion where we talk about what the hell just happened during D&D.
What did just happen?
Yeah, this is the chat for session 4, so if you haven't watched that session yet, go do that now because there will be spoilers. We've got DM Chris here.
Hello.
And Raymond will be in and out as he does. Man, I loved the end of that session.
That was really good.
An electro slide.
That's one of those things where the whole fun of it is how are they going to solve this?
Yeah.
It's not so much. I mean, I guess it is kind of dangerous, but it's more about like problem solving. And both sides had hilariously. Raymond was just effective.
Yeah.
But the solution was amazing.
And it sounded like it was just a mirror image on both sides, because it sounds like Kethra ran into the same trap on the other side.
Yes, that's right. I can tell you a bit more details about it, now that you guys have shorted both of them out and no longer have to fear it.
I was impressed that you actually had a rule for if they threw specifically metal on the trap.
I didn't know, yeah.
Had some contingencies in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the right
the idea
way.
was just the idea was just that, yeah, if you put metal across the thing, it'll short the thing out, but it will explode the metal and create shrapnel.
Interesting.
Of course, the rogue who can just dodge everything is the one who did that, so you didn't have to take the damage.
That's a clever way of doing it too. Like, you can solve the problem this way, but it will create a one-time trap explosion, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. But it worked for him. Worked perfectly.
Yeah.
Now the thing about the trap, Kethra just made the save, and I was kind of afraid for Kethra because it's a DC 18 save. If you fail the save, you don't move. You go stiff, and you just go paralyzed.
You don't get blasted back.
Yep.
When she first stepped on it.
Yeah. If she hadn't made that save, she would have gone stiff, like just gone rigid, and would have still been standing on it, taking that lightning damage.
Oh, wow. Well, do you get to repeat the save, or does it do something at some point? Okay.
You repeat the save until you make it and get blown back.
Okay. That would be an issue.
But that could have done some real damage to her if she just stood there, on the bare wires for a few
I barely
turns.
made it, too.
Yeah, you just made it.
Man, that's scary when these save numbers are so freaking high now.
Yeah, they're really high now.
All right, well, let's start chronologically, because we started with the...
Yes, for sure.
We had the Deva fight.
That's right. Which wasn't supposed to be much of a fight. The Deva was already damaged. It was...
It seems like a pretty simple creature from what I cocould tell. Just kind of a...
It's attack,
Yeah.
It's got a mace. The Devas can do other things, some that aren't combat related.
Okay.
Related to them being holy creatures.
Yeah.
And they got some combat abilities that you wouldn't really want to do if you're fighting normal people.
Yeah.
It can change into any kind of animal it wants to change into, but no animal is better than just hitting someone with a mace.
Yeah. It's got some role-playing or interesting things to do with there. That squirrel was an angel in disguise.
That's right. It can heal itself, but once again, that's a turn. You don't get to attack twice with your mace if you heal. So why would you do that normally? Yeah. So it's...
And like you said,
they're
they
also
were
pretty
all
single-minded.
injured. Yeah.
Yes.
The talking the talking tentacle. I totally picked up.
I wondered if you guys would ever catch on. I was worried you guys would never catch on. I'd have to I didn't know what I was going to do because you guys started hacking at the thing.
Yeah.
Or not all of you, but some of you started hacking at the thing. And I'm like, all right, I already said that he doesn't mind being attacked. He's some sort of, elder
bunch
god
of
creature.
Hammers, all they see are nails.
And honestly, I can understand the instinct. It's trying to grapple you. It's trying to wrap itself around you. Yeah, you assume it's trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I clued into two things. One of them was obviously the clue that we had to go on, which was your... I forgot it again. Many arms, two can speak or something.
Yep, exactly.
And the other clue was the fact that all the previous rooms had native denizens who were not hostile to us. but they would defend
Right.
their territory. And the tree lady had even said, like, identified this as the tentacle room. So it's like, okay, well, this is that creature's room. So that's what I was going off of. And then when they start hacking the tentacle, I was like, wait a minute, this is like a situation where the tentacle is just defending itself. And then I didn't know how to execute the part of the clue, which is why I was just shouting out, like, hey, let's try to speak. I'm glad you picked up on, all right, let's make it obvious that this thing is going after you and trying to do that. And then I didn't expect to have to go with, okay, it's going to grab. That was very interesting, but I can see why you'd be nervous, because, like, how would a player know to have that happen?
Let that happen? Yeah, because that was the right answer. The right answer was you let it happen.
Yeah.
Or
you end
the right
up
answer might have
restrained
been
and
you failed to save.
Yeah.
Yeah. If someone failed to save twice, they would have been grappled by 2 of the tentacles, and they would have been able to hear him.
That's what I was asking, yeah. So were you just going to try to, like, attack people multiple times, and then hopefully through, like, just brute force, somebody would have been randomly grabbed by 2,
Exactly.
and then they would have spoken? Yeah.
Yep. And
Meanwhile,
that's
just hacking
his
all
MO.
those tentacles.
That creature is the way I was sort of envisioning him, is that he doesn't really, like, the pain he's barely registering it. It's more that he's barely even really attacking anyone. He's trying to talk to people constantly.
Is this an
that's what
actual
the tentacles
creature
are
with a
doing?
stat block, or just some concept that you came up with?
No.
Yeah.
You guys, there's not even a. I thought about this. Like, what if someone actually dives in the water and tries to see what the creature is?
I was very curious, but
And I was gonna describe it as just like a black void with just hundreds of tentacles coming out of it.
Nice.
It's just tentacles. It's all it
I'm
is.
picturing that Futurama, the made-for DVD movie, where it's just all the tentacles in that multiverse is just a whole big tentacle creature. If I had been playing a different kind of character that was maybe like a Talus type that was very curious, then I totally would have been all about that. But as it was, I was like, all right, let's fuck off out of here.
Yep.
That was a good twist, though. I like that. That I actually got to speak to the creature and it was friendly.
Yep, and you guys went in the right order for that to work. Too.
That would have been really
like you
confusing had we gone in there first without without the clue.
Yep.
Like, holy shit.
Well, if you had gone out without the clue, it literally would have come down to brute force.
Yeah.
There were enough tentacles that one of them would have eventually grabbed you. The thing
They would have
is,
never stopped,
my
right?
idea
You just keep
was-
spawning tentacles if we end up just hacking them.
He's got. Yeah.
And at some point we're like,
It's
let's
a
just get out of
math
this room.
Exactly. Either you would have talked to him, or you would have gotten out of the room. And he also was kind of dim-witted, so he wouldn't have, if he had managed to talk to you, if you went in there first, he wouldn't have remembered that he can open the stairway. So my idea was
You
that
have to be
hopefully
the
you
one
would have
to-
gone to the other rooms, gotten the clue, and been like, oh, the technical guy that we talked to earlier, maybe he can help.
Gotcha.
And I actually had like keywords in there, and like if you mention wanting to use the stairs, if you mention wanting to go down, which is what you did,
I could tell, and
those are like keywords that like trick.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I remember.
I was trying to part role play and part like really remember, like, okay, what are we actually doing here and what do we need to do? And I could tell that's what you're looking for. You're like, I need like a certain phrase to continue this quest line.
Yeah, so you did pick up on that very, very well.
Do you want to talk about what's in that north room, knowing I assume we're not going back up in this tower?
It's a garbage room. It is not a garbage room. I will say a garbage room. It's got 2 creatures in it that are totally not. There's nothing else in there.
Ochugs?
No, they're called serpopards.
Oh,
They are leopards with long necks.
That sounds like a Tomb of Beasts creature.
It is. I believe
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Okay.
And they literally will just they're hunkered down in their sand dunes in that room. And if you come in, it's dark. They're scared. They'll growl at you. And I was thinking it might be like an animal handling sort of situation if somebody wanted to do that. But there's literally no reason to go in that room.
Okay.
Also, those doors have not been opened yet, which means you guys saw what happened when you tried to open a door that hasn't been touched yet.
Oh, they had the glyphs. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. Although we just opened those doors on the other floor to get to those.
Yes, you did.
Those were not trapped. Okay.
Those are not trapped, at least not in the same way. The floor was not trapped in the same way as the previous floor. Yeah.
Jason's asking about the trap. We'll get there in a second.
Yep.
Tactical Hobo says...
I don't even have a name for Tentacle Guy. He's just...
Tentacle Guy, yeah.
He doesn't have a name. He's an elder god or something. He's just...
I think I have a grasp on the dynamic going on between angels and demons. Both want total control over the plane, meaning no non-celestial or no non-demon existing. Since the PCs are humanoid, they will be attacked by both until destroyed. Is his theory correct? Or can you?
I can say as much as what they know at the time at this moment, which is that they're generally correct, except that the angel has told you already that they don't necessarily want to control this place; they want to destroy this place.
Oh yeah, it was like scorched earth kind of thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just
so whatever plane of existence you're on right now, the angels want to like destroy it.
Okay, yeah, we haven't heard from the demons yet.
Nope, you haven't talked to any demons yet.
No.
At least, yeah.
Interesting.
But
right.
he's right in terms of like the end result. As you guys have discovered now, you're not going to make nice with any of them in the middle of combat.
Right.
Like maybe you'll be able to meet some angels or demons that you can like talk to that aren't actively, on an incursion into a tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for the most part, you are caught in between two sides of a war, and both sides would like to see you dead.
Was the tree in the room that Kethra was examining under any significance, or?
I don't want to tell you yet. You don't know.
Okay, interesting.
You've seen a lot of those trees in that floor, but you don't know
Yeah.
you don't know what the significance is yet.
I was like, "There's only one tree in this room, and we're gonna examine the hell out of it because that's the thing you put in here."
Yep. Yep. So yeah, you've seen a number of those trees, but you don't know what they mean yet, or if they mean anything. Maybe they don't.
At first, I was like, maybe just put a tree here so we could use that teleport ability, but I'm not sure.
I don't know that would have done you much good. I mean, yeah,
I'm not sure either. Yeah, that's such a niche thing.
Mm-hmm.
I felt conflicted about my character's flaw in that whole scene with the demons and angels, because my character would probably like single-mindedly like, oh, I gotta murder all these demons. But on the other hand, it's like, well, I don't know if he's like insane about it, and plus he's seeing like the angels and demons already fighting each other. Like they're already kind of
that whole idea is really a roll of the dice on my part.
Yeah.
Because you can put a fight that you're not intending your players to get involved in on the board, but you can't make them not get involved.
You can lead the horse to water, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I certainly felt that was the
yes.
idea here, was that this is not a fight we were supposed to jump in, especially because you're basically painting a cutscene of, hey, there's a war going on, but you went ahead and put tokens, everything on the board, just to, hey, if you want to jump in there and do it, you can. And I totally got that. I was just trying to think from my character's like role-playing standpoint, like, God, how single-minded would he be? But also knowing that, well, if you kill the demons faster, the angels just turn around and fight you.
That's what I was thinking about.
And he knows that.
While you guys were laying into that one demon, I'm like, that's Deva. He's got to do it. He's under order.
Yeah, it's gonna turn
but
around.
Then I was like, but especially when he missed both his attacks on Scarlet, because her and Tim had that spell going on that was like,
they're just buffing each other the whole time. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Cleric
At that point,
bullshit.
I was thinking like, well, the Deva would focus the Inferno threat.
Yeah.
They would see that there are demons or devils attacking their fellow Devas still. So they would probably back off from these humanoids.
Yeah.
You guys would be like an afterthought after all the devils are dead.
Yeah, I definitely get what you were doing here. And that's why, like, I think in my first round, I like ran over to the door and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to like play both sides. I'm gonna like focus my attacks on shooting the demons, but also be like, all right, here's the door, let's open the door. And then I even had sticks like, all right, you open the door, scout ahead, see what we're looking at, knowing that we had heard where the bellboy was, which that was a hugely helpful clue that Kethra found out, because otherwise we would have no clue.
I had a bad feeling that, I don't think when this occurred, this might have occurred to me when I was moving your guys' tokens to that layer just now, that when you guys open the door to that big fight, if you don't know that you're supposed to go south, you might not even notice that there's doors.
No, we probably just would have sat there and fought that fight brute force style for a while, like stayed in there and shot out and do all that.
And that would have
Easily.
taken fucking forever. If you
Yeah.
had like actually like fought all the creatures out there,
Yeah.
and if they had turned on you, I don't.
I think
pretty
I
high CR fight.
I think I almost would have just went ahead and telegraphed like coming down, or at least if that was the case, like definitely have it like, all right, you hear the bell ringing from somewhere around here, and then all the players are like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. But you guys, both Caitlin and Scarlet, both had that like, well, but my role play would say I do this. I know what
Yeah.
the right answer is, but
It's tricky.
yeah, you played it both ways, and then Scarlet pulled out just about the right time, where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I've killed the one right in front of me. There's no reason to go any deeper, really.
Yeah, and we'd seen like, thankfully we'd already witnessed the angels attack us, like even like apologizing for it, but still doing it. So we're like, all right, well, we can't. This isn't a situation we can choose sides and join this fight. Everybody wants to try to kill us, so.
Yep, exactly.
And then the trap.
And then the trap, which that was my idea with that was that it was kind of the idea of, which honestly, because you guys engaged that first group and sort of took it out and then went down the halls, I kind of what I was imagining happening is that you guys would try to like get to the doors unseen by the battle.
The problem
And
is,
if
like I
you had
said,
done that,
I hate demons, and she likes good, and it's all
Yes.
like we're taught. Yeah, Kethra did do that, right? I think Kethra did
yes,
sneak.
yeah, absolutely
around the
Yeah,
corner,
just
went in the
snuck
door.
around to the door and got in.
Yeah.
None of you even saw her going there. And if you guys had tried to get through completely undetected, you stepping on that trap might have drawn the attention of one of the devils or the divas. That was what I was thinking at the time. But then you guys actually engaged the fight a little bit, covered yourselves, retreated into the hallways, and I was like, I'm just going to leave the trap alone. The trap is just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
They've left the battle behind. It's fine. And yeah, and then the trap.
Is that trap designed to like go off like literally every square that you step on there if you're just not doing anything?
No, I think I'm trying to remember if I wrote it down. I think every square, yes, if you just walk one square at a time. But if you like were trying to like jump over it, or I don't know,
Oh yeah, obviously you could just jump. Do
you couldn't have jumped all the way. It was
Yeah.
a 30-foot long hallway, and also I made it very clear. I wanted to make
Yeah,
it
walls and
doing, like,
ceilings.
height shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that too. I was
So
like,
it's
what about like doing a climb thing? Honestly
Yeah.
though, I'm not sure we have nearly as much utility as we did in Tomb of Annihilation
I don't think so.
in terms of
you
these
guys
like
didn't have any fly stuff.
Yeah, Gillian has Dimension Door still, which is good because that was
the ultimate
immediately
utility here.
helpful. Yeah, immediately helpful.
Just skip it.
But in terms of getting around, I have Misty Step, which
Yeah,
I
you could
think
use that, I suppose.
I don't know how long that hallway is. I think Misty Step is only 30 feet.
The trap part of it was 30 feet long.
Okay.
I wanted to make it so that no one could long jump it.
Yeah.
You couldn't get too high.
you had all
only
these like
15 feet tall.
parameters. Yeah.
Yeah. 15 feet high, 10 feet wide, so there's no like shenanigans with like, any height things. I don't know. And yeah. Let's see. What did I write down here? Yeah, it was a DC 18 to not freeze up and take the full 4d10 lightning damage. If it's still touching the trap at the start of its next turn, here's the fun part. You guys never did this. But if someone steps on it, fails to save, I would put you, like the grip, I would put you into turn-based at that point. Because if anyone, while he's paralyzed standing on the trap, if anyone tries to grab him to pull him off, they trigger the trap on themselves. Because they're
it's just
touching
a
someone who's connected. Yep.
Damn.
And
like
they
poke
have to
'em
make
off.
the save.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Jason wants to
No
know
one did that, though.
what was the best way to disable the trap, I guess? Or was there a
The way Kethra did it. The way Kethra did it is probably the best.
with
If-
trying
if
to
you-
dodge
if
the
they-
explosion that resulted?
No, with the
if-
metal to short circuit it.
Just build
Yeah.
a short circuit it and then dodge the explosion. Yeah, if you guys could, I mean, if you had known it was going to do that, you could have ducked behind something.
Because there's
or
nothing
something,
magical about this,
get-
right? It was just pure mechanical based.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever you wanna- yeah.
Probably the source of the electricity is magical, but the actual like trap itself is just mechanical in nature.
Okay.
It's just electricity running through
It
metal.
literally reminds me of like an old platformer where you have like electrified walls
Yes.
and you have to like very
Yeah,
carefully
yeah.
like navigate.
How do you get through it? Yep.
Fucking hate those.
Exactly.
Tactical Hobo asks, how are we going to deal with Scarlet not wanting to focus on the Celestials?
She's gonna have to go through a reckoning, man, and she's in the
yeah.
middle of it. She's
Yeah.
going through a crisis of faith.
I think we're going to see some interesting character evolution here because clearly it doesn't sit well with her that angels are willing to just throw down and attack all of us.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the session, it was just like one angel. Maybe it was just the errant one. Now
Right.
Maybe it was a fallen angel.
Yeah.
Right. But now it's repeated, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Technically, that's only the second angel she's exposed to.
straight
That's
up
true.
scorched earth.
Yep. I also wrote down that if anybody put like rubber on their shoes, if you somehow had access to rubber or some sort of insulation, which is what you were asking about, Raymond. Like, is Tim's feet are they fully
Are
wood?
they insulated
Right.
in some way?
But I don't know, but I think if you touch like a plank of wood to a live wire, I think it does bad things to the wood. Right?
That's a good
I mean,
question.
I'm,
It doesn't
I'm
conduct,
imagining those
though.
videos where they take like two probes, they put them on either end of the wood, and you see the electricity like going through it. You ever seen those?
I mean, if you have high enough a voltage and maybe thin enough a piece of wood, sure.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I think
It's like
in
something
this
on
trap,
Mythbusters.
if legs are wooden, it wouldn't conduct.
Right. Maybe I would have given them like advantage or half
Yeah,
advantage
that's
or
probably how I
something.
would, yeah.
Yeah.
Instead, he did like the most crazy method possible and spewing water everywhere.
It probably their solution probably did way more damage to the party overall
Yeah, oh, for
than
sure.
anything else they could have done.
Yep.
But it was
Maximum amount of
hilarious.
damage.
I
It
loved
was
it.
hilarious. That might be one of our most memorable moments of the campaign. I don't know. That was pretty funny.
It was just a slow evolve too, where at first all Scarlet wanted to do was give him freedom of movement so that he could walk across it without getting paralyzed. I don't know how she guessed. Well, maybe just electricity paralyzes it, But she accurately guessed that if you fail to save, you become paralyzed and stand on the metal.
Yeah, that's true.
I think she was hoping that the electricity was magical, and so freedom of movement wouldn't affect you because
Oh
it's
yeah.
magical.
But yeah, the paralyzed thing on freedom of movement would have come into effect. He still would have taken full damage if he had failed to save, but he just wouldn't have
Yeah.
been
They're
paralyzed.
taking a lot of damage. A lot of damage, and both of them are using a lot of spell slots, too.
Yes, they are.
I haven't cast a spell in like 2 sessions.
She wanted him to walk across, make sure it was safe, come back, take
Come
her,
back
and then go
and
back
take
across.
her.
That was insane. I was like, he's not going to survive that.
He's not gonna. Yeah, he's gonna be a burning tree stump by the time that's over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was looking at my inventory. I had some rope. I was like, all right, what if I cut it in half, wrap it around my shoes, and then
Right, that might have worked. Yeah, rope.
Yeah.
At least it probably. Yeah,
Did we actually
yeah.
get...
That's all I was going for there. Is just come up with a good solution to this problem.
Did we actually
Yeah,
end up
well,
getting
just got solutions.
inventory items? I forgot about that.
No, not this session.
No, I
Say
mean,
again?
at the beginning of the campaign, did we end up getting like those kind of inventory items?
Oh yes, you did. Yeah. You have just a generic pack,
Okay.
like for whatever your class was. Yeah. It should be in your character inventories,
Yeah.
I have random stuff like rope, a flask of oil.
which is just whatever the pack is. The
Right.
burglar's pack,
Oh,
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water skin, tinderbox, yeah. Shit
Mhm.
that I never remember.
It was basically level 1 stuff plus the magic items and the armor.
Right.
Which is just that. Yeah, those pack contents. Yeah.
Oh, did I kill that one demon?
You did.
Okay, I was supposed to get my temper hit points from
Oh, right. Yes.
Dark One's Blessing. I forgot about that. Which means I would have lost that during the damage, so I'm just going to give myself 8 hit points.
Okay. There you go.
I would have taken it off during the electro water hitting me.
The water. Oh, I really enjoyed being able to just go like, and you're all hit by electric water. Yeah.
Nice. I think we made it pretty far in this session then, farther than...
You did.
Most
You
of 'em.
actually made some solid headway.
Yeah, because Diva fight didn't last long.
Most of it-
Thankfully, the tentacle fight didn't end up being a fight
Yes.
for the most part.
I mean, it wouldn't have been yeah, like I said.
Well, it could have been a big
infinite
brute
number
force.
of
Like,
things.
all these different situations could have been a big brute force, like, trying to fight
That's-
our way through it.
Absolutely.
It's like, now we got to focus on the prize. On the one hand, I want my character to be like, I got to kill demons. On the other hand, it's like, well, we got to get out of this situation, though.
Right.
Yeah, Gillian
Yep.
definitely had the
So
best.
yeah,
solution.
you guys played it pretty smart.
I guess sticks can just fly
Teleporting
through it,
past,
but-
yes. Teleporting past the trap is absolutely the right answer.
Yep.
It's-
That's why you have that spell. Kethra's
I
missing.
feel like that's how she used it in Tomb too. Was just get out of the terracotta room. Just
That's true.
like, I don't like this. Just
That's a good spell. It's a cool spell that
They are
it
burning.
lets you teleport an additional person just as a baseline too.
yeah.
That was a level 4 spell, though.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
that's true. That's no joke.
Y'all are burning through stuff pretty quick.
Yeah,
You don't know how much longer you got.
I'd be interested to see. I know I've got a bunch. In fact, we haven't even short rested yet, and I've never used my. Or no, we did short rest once in the tree room.
Yeah, the tree room. Yeah.
We might need to now, but all of them, especially Scarlet and Tim, both took a lot of damage.
Yes, they did.
Even before they
Sure
were
did.
in the electro slip and slide.
But Chris did mention last time, there's a battle army.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys short resting that near to a full on battle.
we
I
probably
don't know
can't do
how
it
that's gonna
that. We
go.
probably can't do it that close. I'm hoping we don't have to go back into that fucking stairwell. I'm hoping the next one is in the other room.
Oh right, yeah. Go back through the fight
Back
again.
up that
Yeah.
freaking trap.
Well, hopefully my character will tell you that the other side is disabled.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah. After wiping off burn marks. God, I'm so sorry to everybody about my roll 20. It literally
So
was
weird.
Yeah, it was screwed up for. I mean, we didn't go. I mean, we have so much dead air now on that poor video, which I realize now if I edit out that dead air, it disables the live chat because those are like time stamped, which sucks because
Can you
I could.
put timestamps in like the description or something. I don't know what the
Yeah,
good
I
solution for
can.
that is.
I will do that with this one because
Uh,
it's so freaking long. I need to put something on there. It's like,
It's-
hey,
yeah.
the actual stream starts at 18 minutes in or
20
whatever it was.
minutes.
Yeah, it was real bad, and that was. And sure enough, and even when we went live, like for the next hour, I think for the first hour, I could reload and jump in, and then as soon as I was in, within like a minute or two, that red box would appear and says connection's been lost, and I would never see like tokens move or anything in the chat box or anything from there.
Oh wow.
And that was for about an hour. And then around
So
10:50 my time, it just started working, and it was just perfectly fine.
So weird.
It was very
so
weird. Yeah, so apologies everybody. Hadn't had any big technical difficulties like that in a while, and it just
Yeah,
kind of fixed
Last week it was
itself.
Heather. This week it was you.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's everybody's seen it from my point of view. So that first first hour and a half, honestly, is going to be pretty fucked. But at least
Descriptions.
our audio quality and the video should all be fine. So you can.
Yep.
That's hopefully most of the important part.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I think that will do it for this week's chat for the Lost Plane. Thank you
Cool.
to DM
Ah,
Chris.
it was a good session.
Player,
It was a good session. I
for
enjoyed it.
sure. Raymond, I'm Eric. Thank you for all the fans for watching, and we will be here next week. Although I guess I will announce that we will not be doing War for the Lost Plane in 2 weeks. Haven't
I'm gonna
decided
be
yet.
in Yellowstone, folks.
You are going on vacation, yeah. Which means we could do another maybe one shot, or we could take a week off. I haven't decided yet. I'll figure that out, but we will be back for next week for sure. All right, bye.
Excellent. Later.
See ya.